Okay, you know what? I do look really good in these. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a cooking video. We're going to be making the Wurst taco. Now I know the name sounds bad, but what this is basically is it's a taco made using any sort of cased meats. For example, andouille, longanisa, Oscar Myers, chorizo, Italian sausages, bratwurst, anything like that. We're gonna cook it up and we're gonna make some delicious tacos out of it today. So stick around, guys. So today our ingredients are going to be, we're gonna have neutral oil. This will be what we're gonna use to fry. We're gonna have tortillas, of course. I have corn tortillas, but if you have homemade tortillas, that's even better. I have green onions. I chose green onions because they have that nice herbaceous smell and aroma to them. Of course, you're gonna need salt and pepper, and your choice of franks or links or whatever you want to call them. Basically, we're gonna turn this meat into our taco meat, and we're also going to be using this sauce packet. But this is basically cumin, tomatoes, crushed peppers, peppercorns, it's just everything that you basically need, it's in here. But if you have the spices at home, by all means, use the spices instead. And that pretty much wraps up our ingredients today. Alright guys, so the first step that we're going to do, depending on what type of links that you have, personally I have these links here, and the casing's really durable, so they're kind of hard to cut. But if you have some Oscar Myers, you can cut these beforehand. But I'm personally just going to toss them in our skillet right now and let them brown up a little bit. So to start cooking them, you're going to want to fry them up a little bit, not too much, but you're going to use a little bit of neutral oil. And this stuff is going to be great for browning. You really want a nice char on these sausages. So onto my skillet it goes. Close that up. And plop these on here and let them cook. Actually, I'm going to turn it up to 350. And now, while these are cooking here, what we can do is we can start prepping our shallots, or not shallots, our green onions or our scallions. So, there we go. So these you want to give a nice dicing to. You're simply just going to get your knife and very carefully just start moving them and guiding them down the way. And you're going to have these green onions on standby. We're not going to toss them in just yet. Remember, these are tacos, so you can also, if you have some pico de gallo, some limon, some salt, anything like that, please dress up your tacos any way you like, really. Some avocado, something like that goes great with everything. So as these are cooking now, we're going to start turning them over. Be careful, it is cooking oil, so it will pop. But you also want to use metal tongs. If you use plastic tongs, you're going to melt your tongs, and then you're going to end up with plastic bits amongst your tacos. No bueno. So let's flip these bad boys over. And yeah, what you're aiming for is this sort of brown coating right here. This brown coating, this is a little bit of that char, but it's also a signifier that it's cooked. And it tastes really good. So just flip these babies over here. And we're just going to let those cook for a little while longer. I'm going to prep some more of these scallions here. Alright, let's check on these again. Flip them over. I like that one. That one looks really good. Yeah, make sure you cook them on all sides too, guys. Oh. Man, you think over that. There we go. Alright guys, so once our hot links are all cooked here, we're gonna let them cool for a while. While they cool, before we start cutting them up and everything, we're gonna throw in our vegetables into our skillet here. You don't want to rinse off any of those oils because that's the good oils, the meat oils. Of course, if you have, if you're vegetarian or vegan or whatnot, I'm pretty sure you can just toss in a little bit more oil in there. But we're gonna toss in our scallions along with our spice mixture. So, in they go. And I turned down my heat a little and then turn it back up. Put all of them in there. And you're gonna wanna cook them until they start shimmering and start turning a little translucent. So what translucent means, it's another way of saying see-through. You know, once they start getting a little see-through, that's when you know they're good. And we're gonna toss in our spice mixture. So remember this spice mixture, if you don't have it, you can find this at your local grocery store for about $3. But if you have the spices at home, you know, this is cumin, peppercorns, chilies, tomatoes, whatnot. It's gonna bring out a lot of flavor into our tacos. There we go. And just give it a little tossy toss. Toss it around there. Ooh, definitely got like a chipotle smell though. That's the cumin working. That cumin's working double overtime, I tell you what. There we go. So while that's kind of frying, we're gonna start cutting up our sausages. Okay, there we go. So, there we go. We're gonna julienne these, so we cut a little bit more horizontally here. Julienning is basically another way of kind of making like a French fry. Ooh, that's hot. Careful when you're handling these. Almost like a French fry size vegetable, or cut, style of cut. There we go. That's better. Don't be afraid to really put your elbow and strength in there. This meat's really hard to cut. Alrighty, there we go. So we're gonna cut up another one and then we should be good to throw these back in the fryer. Or the frying pan. Remember, if it's cooking too fast, just always just turn the heat down. Nothing wrong with turning the heat a little bit down. I can already tell I'm gonna love this stuff. Depending on what quality of links or Wurst you get, it can really make or break a dish. But this stuff's really good. I'm really excited to try it out. It'll cut properly. If you keep on getting video of me eating this, there's not going to be any more sausage to put in this thing. Alright guys, so once you have your sausages all cut up, you're just going to throw them back in there. So you just pick your handle here and just toss them back in there. Alright guys, so once this is all mixed together, you're going to want to start heating up your tortillas. And you want to do this in I have my makeshift comal here, but typically if you're cooking this, you can cook this on one stove top while you have your comal in the middle, and you're just going to put your tortillas right on there. I'm going to make about 3 or 4. Yeah, 3 or 4. 4. It's 4. Let's be real here. And this will be for myself to try out. One for a cross section and one for the lovely Miss Sarai, who is filming for us today. Oh, that's good. Now this is also the part where you would mix in your salt and your pepper to taste, but personally, this already kind of has a lot of that stuff. So, I mean, it's Italian sausage and this spice mix, so I don't really have to worry about that, but please do season to taste. Alright guys, so our tortillas are done here and our Wurst meat is done. So we're gonna start plating it up. So just grab your tongs, grab a little bit of the meat here, and you're just gonna put it in your tacos. Now, like I said before, feel free to put in any sort of accoutrement that you want, whether that is cilantro and more onions, limon, what else? Any salsas, guacamole, anything like that, avocados, go for it. Even beets, you know? But yeah, we're gonna taste test these, and then once we're done taste testing them, we're gonna find out if they're good or not. Put more, put too much on this one here. Woo! Oh wow, it's hot! Alright guys, so our tacos are done. Sarai and I helped ourselves to 2 already. But I'm gonna give it a taste test just so you guys know that it's delicious. And here we go. Yeah. So, taco number 2, still just as good as taco number 1. I really recommend you try this out for yourself. Any food will be really good if you season it well. I hope you guys can try this out at home. You know, maybe if you're short on cash, you know, just buy a couple of links and, you know, have a meal with your family. And I hope you guys are staying safe, stay home, and thanks for watching. Bye guys.